My name is Glenn Bratcher. I'm a retired Marine Corps colonel. I went to Vietnam and finished my tour there and thought that I would never have to go back, but I did. In 1969 or 1970, went back to Vietnam. So I was there at the beginning of the war and at the end of the war. Well, first of all, you never felt like that you had any time off. That you would go to the officers club and be with your fellow Marines after normal duty hours, but you were still there. You were still in harm's way, and so I never felt like that I had any time off. I did visit a couple of times, visit the hospital there at Da Nang, and just walked through to shake the hands of the enlisted Marines who were there. And a day would be to get up and clean up, put your uniform on, and go to your office for duties. And being in logistics, I had troopers who had to go in a Jeep or a truck and deliver supplies to combat areas, which we call the air support radar teams. And they were way out in the boondocks, so you'd have to get someone to ride shotgun on the trucks. And I have to mention that I had a few of them that wanted to go every time. But I didn't want the same ones to be in harm's way more than they should be. So I would establish the rule that they couldn't go twice in a row, that someone else had to go. And that worked out really well. And the logistics of moving out of a combat zone at Da Nang when I left in 1970 was pretty incredible, because you had a lot of things that you had to get rid of and give away or dig a hole and put in or whatever. And again, you realized that you were leaving a combat area and that you needed to be extra careful. And so that's what you would do. And again, my day would consist of going to the mess hall. The food was great. Never had any problem being hungry or wanting something else. We were taken care of as the military and the Marine Corps and the United States government can do for its military personnel. Weapon of choice was the .45, and I would not carry or wear the .45 when I was in my office, only if you went off the base or something like that. But .45 was what I fired and shot on the range, and I liked the .45. It had a big bullet, and I felt comfortable around that. And the troopers had the rifle, of course, that they could get anytime they needed it, or that we asked them to go get the arms. So that was the closest I ever got to combat, was just knowing that I had those weapons available if and when they were needed. I do remember Bob Hope coming there, and I didn't get to take the pictures, but I have pictures of him being there, and also Roy Rogers and Ginger Rogers had come there. So I have those pictures, and of course this was at Da Nang, so that's where they would go, is a large place like that. And didn't get to go to all of them, but I can remember some of them taking place, and and going there to see them or hear about them, and recognizing and thanking them in my mind that they were willing to come to a combat zone for a little R&R or concert for the military.